in the lobby of the Borough Hall and filing a notice of the same with the municipal clerk. I would like to remind the public that there are 3 fire exits in this room, one at the rear and 2 in the front. Roll call, please.
Councilman Bartoloni?
Here.
Councilman Scarantolo?
Here.
Councilman Porto? Councilman Leonard?
Here.
Councilman Hannan?
Here.
Councilman Quartz?
Here.
And Mayor White.
Here. I'd like a motion for the approval of the minutes of the mayor and council work session and regular meeting of October 3rd, 2011.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Proclamations and awards. We have a proclamation proclaiming the week of October 16th through 22nd, 2011 as New Jersey Federation of Women's Club Membership Week. Okay, do we have anybody here from the New Jersey Federation of Women? Marge, oh great, Marge, okay. So Marge, we're going to give this to you. Whereas the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Club of the Greater Federation Women's Club was organized November 16, 1894, and has continued to exist as one of the largest and oldest non-denominational service organizations of volunteer women in the state of New Jersey, with more than 10,000 members in 275 local clubs. And whereas members of the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs of the Greater Federation of Women's Clubs have worked in their communities to assist in activities such as founding New Jersey College for Women, Douglas College, preserving the Palisades, saving the New Jersey Highlands, supporting the Community Food Bank of New Jersey, providing annual funding to Special Olympics, Operation Smile, CARE, and UNICEF. Whereas the Women's Club of River Edge Incorporated, a member of the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs of the Greater Federation of Women's Clubs, is celebrating 81 years of service to this community through scholarships for our high school, as well as our library, police, and fire departments, ambulance corps, Girl and Boy Scouts, 4th of July activities, and River Edge Day. And whereas the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs of the Greater Federation of Women's Clubs provides organizational structure and sponsored programming to enable women in their communities to have excellent resource materials in order to accomplish goals through volunteer services. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Margaret Falley Watkins, Mayor of the Borough of River Edge, and on behalf of the council do proclaim the week of October 16th through 22nd, 2011, New Jersey State Federation Women's Clubs Membership Week, in recognition of the many hours of service to this community and others. And Marge, I'm coming up with this.
What'd you say?
So you have not been here 81 years. Thank you for being here. I mean, it's fantastic, and you do a great job. And you
We're
are
very happy.
No, we're
And
delighted.
the community is always very,
And it's great, so you do a
Encouraging.
great job. So the Women's Club is fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, appointments and personnel changes, we have none. Correspondence, we have available for anybody who wishes to see various letters from William Transco Pipeline, reapplication to the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, Cable Vision, launch of new channel, and we have monthly reports from the tax collector, building department, planning board, fire prevention, and several from the Recreation Commission. Ordinances for the first reading. Ordinance 1741.
Ordinance 1741, an ordinance amending chapter 400, vehicles and traffic, article 4, schedules 400-31, schedule 5, bus stops of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of River Edge.
Since this is the first reading, I would like a motion on this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Ordinances for the second reading. Ordinance 1738.
Ordinance 1738, an ordinance amending and supplementing the revised general ordinances of the Borough of River Edge, chapter 400, article 2, section 18.1, alternate parking for snow plowing.
Since this is the second reading, I'd like a motion to open this portion of the meeting to the public on ordinance 1738.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Is there anyone here who wishes to be heard on ordinance 1738? Seeing that nobody wishes to be heard on ordinance 1738, I'd like a motion to close this portion of the meeting to the public on ordinance 1738.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I would like a motion on ordinance 1738.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Ordinance 1739.
Ordinance 1739, ordinance amending chapter 206, fees of the code of the Borough of River Edge.
Since this is the second reading, I'd like a motion to open this portion of the meeting to the public on ordinance 1739.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? This portion of the meeting is now open to the public on ordinance 1739. If there is anyone here who wishes to be heard on this ordinance, please raise your hand, state your name and address, and either ask your question or make your statement. Is there anyone here who wishes to be heard? Seeing that nobody wishes to be heard on this ordinance, I'd like a motion to close this portion of the meeting to the public on ordinance 1739.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I'd like a motion on the adoption of ordinance 1739.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Ordinance 1740.
Ordinance 1740, an ordinance amending an ordinance authorizing an emergency appropriation NJSA 40A:4-53.
Since this is the second reading, I would like a motion to open this portion of the meeting to the public on ordinance 1740.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? This portion of the meeting is now open to the public on ordinance 1740. If there is anyone here who wishes to be heard on this, please raise your hand, state your name and address, and ask your question. Yes, please.
Peggy White, 741 Center Avenue. It's not in our, we don't have a paper, so could you please tell us what it's about?
1740. Authorizing an emergency appropriation. Ellen? All right.
This is a special emergency appropriation which allows us to fund the reassessment of the borough. The original estimate that I had developed was $230,000, and this ordinance amends the original ordinance to bring that cost down to $174,000. That's based on the contract that we awarded to the appraisal company to do the reassessment. This is considered a special emergency under the law, in which case we would be allowed to pay this back over 5 years rather than raising it all.
Accidentally left that one out.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wishes to be heard? Yes, please.
Kathleen Murphy, 741 Williams Avenue. Is this have anything to do with these bonds that are going to be sold for this? The emergency notes?
Yes, we would, Mayor, if I may.
Go ahead.
Yes, we would sell a note for the $174,000 and finance it by raising money that way.
Who's going to be selling these notes?
The borough would sell the note.
Is there anyone else who has a question? Okay. I'd like a motion to close this portion of the meeting to the public on ordinance 1740.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I'd like a motion on the adoption of ordinance 1740.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
No.
Okay. Okay. Resolutions by consent. Would any council person like any resolution pulled out and read separately from 11-368 through 11-383 and 11-385 and 11-386? Yes, please. Sandy?
On my packet, I only have up to 11,384, but the motion I'd like pulled out is 11,376.
Okay. Okay, let's take 11-376 first, since that's the only one we want to have pulled out. Do you want, you got it?
We just look at the last page.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Okay, so 11-376, do you want this pulled out just for a special vote?
Secondly,
Okay, so may I have a motion on 11-376?
So
Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Councilman Bartoloni?
Yes.
Councilman Scarpello?
No.
Councilman McMillan?
Yes.
Councilman Cannon?
No.
Councilman Ford?
Yes.
Okay, now on the other resolutions, 11-368 through 11-375 and 11-377 through 11-383 and 11-385 and 386. May I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, and now for 11-384, payment of the bills. We have, who's taking his place? We have Councilman Mignon, who will read payment of the bills. Thank you, Councilman.
Whereas vouchers for the payment of goods and services rendered to the Borough of River Edge have been received, and whereas each bill has been checked by the receiving department, approved by the Chief Financial Officer and Borough Clerk, and reviewed by the 3 members of the Finance Committee, now therefore be it resolved that bills as listed now be confirmed for payment from the appropriate funds as follows. Current account, $3,730,201.44. Capital account, $4,703.78. Recreation account, $2,710. Animal welfare account, $8.40. Open space account, $476.28.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? This time, I'd like a motion to open this portion of the meeting to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? This portion of the meeting is now open to the public on any issue. If there is anyone here who wishes to be heard, please raise your hand, state your name and address, and either ask your question or make your statement.
Come on,
Is there
Sean.
anyone here who wishes to be heard?
Sean.
Yes, please.
My name is Michelle Caridi. I live at 193 Wayne Avenue. I'm here tonight to speak to you, Mayor, and to the council candidate, Della Carroll, in a public meeting so that the truth will be told. Here it is, 1 year later, and I'm still defending the actions of a committee that I no longer belong to. At last Tuesday's candidates forum, Della Carroll stated we cut the lock to get into the park to clean it, and that a Girl Scout troop was there helping us plant mums that day, which was October 17th. Neither of these statements are true, so I want to set the record straight. We had permission to go on the property from our council liaison and Bill Lindsley. We did not cut any locks to enter that park. As for the Girl Scouts being there with us, that is an absolute lie. There never was a Girl Scout troop at the park that day or any other day. So stop telling everyone that they were there. That day has taken on a life of its own, but the worst by far are the lies being said by you, Mayor, and now Council Candidate Della Carroll. You should be ashamed of your actions. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. And I will respond. There was a woman at the public meeting, and it was on tape. And she got up and she said she thought that it was not fair that we did not allow the Girl Scouts to go into that closed area. So apparently they were there. And we will have that on tape, and I think I'd like to go back and review that. And I will tell you, nobody is lying about anything. It's your perception of how things are done. And it's my turn to talk. You were given your turn. And I appreciate your comments, and I know your husband is there taping away. And I also know that he shows these tapes around and puts them on Facebook and puts them
Well, it's the only way
wherever
that
else.
anything
And
gets
that
out
is
in this
fine.
town.
But if you want to just edit things and put it according to how you think.
I was there,
it's fine.
Mayor.
Excuse
I was
me.
there
Excuse
that
me.
day.
I'm going to have you removed if you do not allow
Fine,
me to
have
finish
me
my
removed.
comment. I will say your behavior yesterday at the park was absolutely just unquestionably violent. And there were people around who commented.
Yes,
You do not
well,
go and attack anybody.
I was
In your
not attacking
manner.
her.
You do not
I was
yell at
speaking
people,
the
calling
truth.
her- Excuse me. Calling people liars in a public place.
She did lie.
Marching up and down, I mean,
I
and
didn't march
shaking
up
her
and
hand at
down.
her.
Another one of
Excuse
your
me.
lies.
Excuse me. And there were witnesses to it. Now, I feel very badly of your situation. However, please stop taking it out on everybody. The situation is closed.
Yes,
Alright?
well, why did you bring
keep
it back
bringing
up
it
at the debate?
You keep bringing it up, and you personally
I
bring it
keep
up.
bringing it up, Mayor? The
Absolutely. Now,
debate.
we are done.
Oh,
Okay?
yes, of
If you wish
course.
to continue
I'm
on with this,
dismissed.
you'll do it outside, please.
Yes.
Okay. Is
course.
there anyone else who wishes to be heard? Yes, please, the gentleman in the back.
Neil Carroll, 321 Wales Avenue. I see tonight there's another item on the agenda to pay additional money for the traffic light at Howland and Kinnickinnick. And I know the county allocated a certain dollar amount. I was wondering, have we met that threshold, or are we over overburdened with the amount of work that was really necessary for the traffic light.
From what I understand, we did not go over the threshold, and we came in under what the cost was going to be. And Ellen, maybe you can clarify
Yeah, I
that a little?
can't verify
So I
that
was thinking-
That's what I
at
was
this
told.
time. That would fall to the borough engineer to tell us how much has been accomplished. I have received one request for payment, approximately, along with some engineering costs, about $500,000 is going to be reimbursed by the county so far. But I don't have the additional estimates from the engineer, nor has the contractor submitted any additional vouchers beyond that, which we paid already.
But as soon as that information becomes available, of course, you will be
Okay.
able to see it.
I have one other, the property maintenance gentleman rides around town and tells people when their lawns are too high, and he makes them cut the lawn. Well, we've pretty much stabilized the one at the base of Reservoir Avenue on Kennecott Road. That's doing very good now. But over by the Steuben House and that brand-new corral that they built at Kennecott in Maine, I was just curious, is that ever going to be cut?
Well, now I think that's
It's up
very
about
good.
this high already.
You're right. It's very good that you do realize that that belongs to the Historic Commission, and they are totally separated from River Edge. So we
So
will
do I have to
contact
call
them,
the state?
Through, it's a state park, yes, so we
Okay.
can contact them and see what they plan on doing with that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.